Hey guys, it's Ep6 here and welcome back to episode 6 of my Tottenham career mode that I'm doing at the moment. Basically what we're going to be doing in this episode is playing Crystal Palace in the league to begin with, and then obviously we got the game against Arsenal in the Cup afterwards, which should be quite a good match. Obviously, big rivalry, going to try and beat them to get through into the next round. But we've also got the Crystal Palace game before then, and if we do win the match, we could go as high as second in the league, which is pretty good after an unbeaten start so far, I believe. Just quickly check up on that. Yeah, we've won 2 games, 3 draws there as well, 0 losses. So we're looking very good. We're only one of 2 teams who haven't lost yet, which is fantastic. Hopefully we can continue that in the Crystal Palace match. Before we get into the game though, if we could go ahead and hit 25 likes on this video, then that'd be really appreciated. Also, if you haven't already, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button as well. That'd be absolutely fantastic. And this is the team I'm going with. It's going to be rotated slightly because obviously we got the Arsenal game in about 3 days' time. So I can't put out a starting 11, but I've put out near enough starting 11. It's a similar sort of team to what you'd expect. We've got Lloris, Walker, Alderweireld, Wimmer, Rose, and then in front of them, Bentaleb, Wanyama, with NG on the right, Ali down the middle, Aarons on the left, and Janssen starts up front. It's a strong bench, as you'd probably expect. Those are the players I've gone with. Sanchez, just in case we need them. Obviously, Ben Yedder, Harry Kane for some firepower. And yeah, let's crack on with the game. Hopefully get the 3 points and see how we do against Crystal Palace. Okay, so here we go. I'm aware that obviously Crystal Palace do have some decent players. That might well be... Is it? No, it can't be Adebayor up front, that one. It looks a little bit like Adebayor's sort of height, but I could be wrong. Again, though, he's going to be... If he is playing, he's going to be obviously a big player for them. But I'm just going to have to wait and see how he gets on here. Different sort of midfield that I'm not quite used to with Bentaleb and Wanyama. Not the fastest of players. And not the greatest of starts here. They're all over us at the moment. Could have been 1-0 very early on. Bentaleb still has it here, gonna have a shot. Finds his way to Ali, who I didn't mean to do a fake shot with. I ended up turning away Assad shot, which I don't know why that happened, but it did. Kyle Walker looking to get another shot away, but no proper chances. Ali with the best chance there, but just messed it up. And we're approaching half-time without really a good chance, other than also the Ali one, which we had a second ago. Wanyama wins it back, though. Ali to hit it. Oh, it's flown in. 1-0. What a hit from Dele Alli. Just before half-time, that's more like it, and that is what he can do in that position. He's looked a lot better when I've played him there, rather than the formation that we began with on this career mode, which was kind of like a 4-3-3. I've now moved to, obviously, a 4-2-3-1, as you saw at the start, and it seems to be helping Ali and Eriksen out a lot more. I don't know if that takes a deflection off Scott Dan. It might be a slight one. I don't really know. It didn't look like it actually from that last angle, but the second to last one I thought it might have done. But regardless, it is 1-0, and it's just before half-time. And that is it for the first time. Still winning the game 1-0. Decent result at the moment, but obviously we need to start creating a few more chances. We have got a little bit of luck with that Dele Alli goal. But so far, actually, Palace have had a lot of yellow cards. They could actually have someone sent off here. They've had the 2 yellow cards. It feels like they've been putting in a lot of fouls as well. As you see, 3 fouls from them. We've not actually had any yet, which is really unusual for me. Usually I like to get in a few fouls quite early on. But it is half-time. We're not going to make any changes. I think we'll leave it for now. But the change will probably come quite quickly. Bentaleb won it back here. Into Dele Alli. Can he make it 2? He has done. Dele Alli, as cool as you like, 3 minutes into the second half. It's now 2-0 against Palace. Fantastic there from Bentaleb. I did have the option to play to Janssen, but to be honest I was a little bit delayed with that, so I decided to just ignore that option. You can just see here I can pass it to him there in the orange boots. I decided not to, kept going, and it's 2-0 now. It's looking like a very comfortable victory, but I think actually we've had a little bit of luck in this game, which we don't usually have, because really we haven't created that many chances. We've just been very clinical from the 2 that we've had, and yeah, it's 2-0 now, 50 minutes in, and it looks like we could have ourselves potentially a clean sheet as well. NG going to try and find a ball in for Janssen, hopefully here. He does find the ball, but Janssen not the greatest header. Just needs to glance at it a little bit, instead headed it down. It was miles off target in the end. But still good movement, good creation of chances. We're starting to be much better in the second half now in terms of the chances that we're creating. Palace are opening up a little bit as they try and attack to get back in the game. And another crossing chance here. This time takes a deflection. Nearly does find Janssen and probably make some changes quite soon. Okay, all 3 changes now. We are going to bring on Harry Kane, Ben Yedder, and also I4 as well. So we'll go with that. We've taken off Kyle Walker, Dele Alli, and Janssen. Now I was tempted to move him further forward and replace NG, but I've just decided to do that because obviously Kyle Walker is hopefully going to be starting against Arsenal. So we'll see how he gets on in that position at right back. He did obviously play further forward and did very well for us in the last episode. But for now, we'll go with that. Hopefully it works, and maybe we can get ourselves a third goal. NG into another crossing position. Good look for Harry Kane this time. Doesn't quite find him, but another good ball from NG. He's doing very well around that down that right-hand side. The only player we're not really seeing too much of is Rolando Aarons at the moment. A little bit disappointing for me. I think he was suited better to when we were in the 4-3-3 formation. Hasn't really got on too well with this formation. But I'm going to keep playing him as much as I can because I think he's a very good player. I've been very impressed with him on other career modes I've done off camera. So I'm going to keep going with him. I think eventually I'll start to play well. If not, then I might have to swap his position around a little bit whilst trying to keep the same sort of formation. And as we've won the game 2-0, kept the clean sheet. They really didn't have any chances whatsoever in that second half, so very happy with that. Also a little bit surprised as well, because when I set out the team with Wanyama and Bentaleb in midfield, I was a little bit worried about the lack of ability in that position. But it actually works really well. Bentaleb was doing most of the running, but just it seemed to work out somehow. I'm not really too sure, but it worked. Palace didn't really do too much, so we deserved the comfortable victory in the end. And yeah, very impressive performance. Hopefully we can continue that sort of form going into the Arsenal game next. We've got some player development to do though first. Obviously, try and get these 5 players going up overall. Dele Alli's the only player there that really doesn't look like he's going to do too much in here. But let's find out. Will he prove me wrong? No. He didn't do too much at all. Eric Dyer's gone up a little bit. Obviously, a few stats on Bentaleb and one of our youngsters there from the Youth Academy. But other than that, no overall changes. They just kind of moved closer to the next overall. And I thought it was England wanting me already. I was going to say it's a bit early for that, but Ecuador want me. Going to reject it, as I always do, or most of the time anyway, with these sort of international offers. Don't really like doing them when I'm with a club. And yeah, let's move on to the Arsenal game, decide on the team, and see how we get on. Okay, things the team are going to go with quite a few changes, as you'd expect. We've got the usual back 4 in there, Lloris in goalkeeper. We've got Dembele and Sanchez playing midfield, and then we've got Ben Yedder on the right, Eriksen down the middle, Son on the left, and Harry Kane up front. That means if I had to drop out Dele Alli, he will probably play some part in the game, I would imagine, after that last performance. Jansen's on there in case we need him, obviously Onimo as well. And Iofa, is Iofa? Yeah, we'll go with Iofa. Still haven't got around to pronouncing that one properly. And Gulu on the bench also as well. Let's see how we get on. Hopefully knock Arsenal out of the league and try and progress through into the next round. It's going to be a tough game, obviously. It's only the 3rd round. And we do need to start trying to get through into the latter stages to obviously try and win this. Also, Arsenal have Pogba as well, which isn't really going to help us out for this match. Trying to play it through to Son here. It's a good start from us. Son's going to have a shot, and it's a good save from Cech. Rebounds and nearly doesn't get cleared in the end, but it does eventually. Ben Yedder just playing in that midfield position now for some reason, just filling in. But yeah, very good start from us. We've got Son on the left here who scored a fantastic goal in the last episode. Not so good ball in there, but falls to Dembele, just unable to get a shot away. Son plays through Sanchez. Still going Sanchez. Can he make it 1-0? He has done 1-0, 11 minutes in. Tottenham are winning. Arsenal are losing. And it's a fantastic way to open up the game. We've actually been on top, to be honest. Arsenal haven't got into our half yet. So yeah, we've dominated them. Been a really quick start from us. Had the better chances, even though there haven't been that many. And it's 1-0 already. Oh, it's been headed straight to Sanchez. Can he put it on a plate for Kane? Oh, what a save from Cech. 5 minutes before half-time, that was really just put on a plate there for us. And maybe should have done better. Difficult to know really what more you could have done from there. Can he take a touch? Probably not. Obviously, could have gone for one of the corners, but that's what I tried to do in the first place. And it didn't really work out. So yeah, difficult to say what more I could have done, but it should really have been 2-0 there. That is it for the first half. Still on the game 1-0. Looking in control at the moment. Arsenal haven't really done too much. We have definitely had the better chances. We just need to try and get the second goal. We'll keep the team the same, I think, going into the second half. They're just bringing Walker on and taking off Campbell at the moment. But I don't think we'll make any changes just yet. Probably in about 15 minutes' time or something like that. Harry Kane. Oh, it's a good save by Cech. Was pretty much at him, to be honest. And that's going to be cleared now. Let's make some changes. About 20 minutes left of this match. And we've got Eriksen on a booking, so I'll take him off first of all. Bring on Dele Alli. We'll bring on Iofa as well and take off, I think, Ben Yedder. And then what we'll do is possibly take off Harry Kane as well. Let's see who we've got on the bench. We've got Jansen who can play there. So yeah, we'll make those 3 changes. See how they get on. 20 minutes left to see out the rest of this game. But also maybe try and get a second goal if we can. Ali onto Iofa. Gonna cut back inside. Onto his left foot. Onto Sanchez. Oh, it's another good save from Cech. Iofa just looks so good down that side. Really looks good down the right. A bit further up the pitch as well. Looks fantastic there. Really can just put in a good ball. Very strong, very fast. Exactly what you look for someone in that sort of position. Ali this time on that side, cutting inside, gonna have a shot, and it's terrible. Really poor finish. Son through to Janison. Not really done too much yet, Janison. I know he's not been on the pitch very long, but he's gonna have a shot this time. Saved by Czech, not quite into the path of anybody in the middle, and it will eventually be cleared. Pogba, I think, at centre-back now, filling in for whoever's gone forward for Arsenal. Probably Koscielny, as you see on the left. Going to try and put in a cross. Prevented brilliantly, though, there by Offer. Yet again, looking fantastic. He can track back and go forward. Shame about that pass out, though. And we're in a bit of a troublesome spot here. Giroud. Blocked to Lloris. Wow, that would have been a huge upset. We smashed them, Arsenal. We have luckily won the game 1-0. That's it. Into the next round. We've beaten them. We've got through. What an upset that would have been. We've completely dominated them there. It should be more than 1-0. But we've held on just about. We've managed to obviously score that first goal in the 11th minute. That tells you everything. That really does tell you absolutely everything. Yeah, the possession wasn't great, but it's Arsenal. They keep the ball very well. All the shots we had were on target. 11 shots as well. So very good play from us. Very good result. Got through to the next round. No upsets in this episode, which is good. Pretty much deserved games all round. Fantastic stuff. Got into the next round. We'll wait and see who we've got, obviously, in the next episode, if we do end up playing them. And a few matches have been rescheduled due to the fact that we've got through. We've got Man City in the next episode, along with, I think it's a Europa League match, but I'm not 100% sure. So Man City at home in the league. That's going to be a tough game. We're currently second, just behind Arsenal, who are on 13 points. But yeah, we're looking very strong at the moment. Still undefeated. Fantastic. Hopefully that continues after the Man City game as well. But obviously they're a very tough team. They're not actually in the top 7 at the moment, but they've obviously got a lot of good players. And they're currently 16th. They've lost 4 games from 6. Wow, that's not the Man City that I expected. They've got the new signings on there as well, so a little bit bizarre. I don't know why they're that far down. They might well have sold some big players, not really too sure. But that is it for this episode. We'll get on with that in the next episode. If you go ahead and hit 25 likes on this video, that'd be really appreciated. Also, if you haven't already, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button as well. By the time this goes up, we might well have hit 4,000 subscribers, which is great. As of yet, when I'm recording this a few days ago, we haven't quite hit it. I think we're about 8 subs away now or something. But if we have hit it, thank you all so much for subscribing. There'll probably be a celebration video of some sort out very shortly. And yeah, that is it. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you next time, and goodbye.